Hey there, it's Mark. I'm going to take a look at this Hot Wheels track set. It's actually multiple track sets. It's the Super Combo Pack. It has various track sets from the Hot Wheels Wall Tracks system. It has 4 complete sets in one box. Number 1, the Wall Tracks Starter Set. Number 2, Drift Rally Spinout. 3, Daredevil Curve. 4, Downhill Flip Drop. Came with 5 Hot Wheels cars and 2 display racks. All of these were sold separately in stores, including the display racks. They came with a car. I reviewed all of these Wall Track sets, and you can find them in my Wall Tracks playlist. The 5 cars shown in the image, in the front row in red, that's 24 hours. In black, Ultra Rage. In the back row, that blue car, that's Stockar. Also in blue, 40 something. And in yellow, Nerve Hammer. Those are not the colors that I got in my set. In black and orange, Solar Reflex. Obtainium in green, that's a former Acceleracers model. We did get a 24 hours in blue, that's a race team blue. We did get the blue stock car with the number 22. And we got Ultra Rage 2, but in green. None of these cars were exclusive to the set. And as you can see, I have a few sets. This was a Walmart store exclusive back in 2012, and they sold for $88.88 each. As for those sets, let's see. Number 1, the starter set. That's these parts right here. Number 2, Drift Rally Spinout. That's this set right here. Number 3, Daredevil Drop. That's this area right here. And number 4, Downhill Flip Drop, that's these portions right here. I wish they would have included Boardwalk Blast because I love this track piece. This box is huge. It's 24 inches wide and 30 inches tall. Do you think it's better than the Epic Track Pack? Did you ever see my review of the Epic Track Pack? It was epic. It might be epic, but it's not as big as the Super Combo Pack. When you look at the front and the back of the box, the layouts look almost exactly the same. But one thing I noticed right away, why do they have a starter set? I don't know if you can you see this? This blue is blending in with the background. Why do they have the starter set in the middle right here? See this coming down? Well, you know what? This piece right here, you see this arm coming down? There's an arm. So this is for you to trigger the cars for you to come down and then launch your cars. So I don't, that doesn't make sense to have it right there. Well, this piece right here, can you see the orange triangles? Well, when you come over here, yeah, they didn't even use that part. Maybe somebody realized, hey, we're not supposed to put that part right there. Maybe I'll find out when I go to set it up. You see all these yellow things? These are brackets and they're stuck to your wall. And that's how these are all held in place. They use 3M command strips that are safe for the wall. Sometimes the simplest pieces are best. These are just cruising pieces. This one right here, where the car flips upside down, yeah, that didn't work too good. I love these U-turn curves. You have your loop. Hot Wheels said you have to have a loop. Look, kicker loop too. There's a diverter switch. Diverter switch. What? So you can either go this way, left, or to the right. Love those flippity flaps, absolutely. And here you come into the downhill flip drop. Love that set, fantastic. I think these were bump and go. You park some cars here, and then when your car comes, it goes bump, and then it makes the front one go. Sometimes a few extra will roll down along with it. I like this piece. It's just kind of like a curve in the road. And this one here, not the downhill flip drop. This was Daredevil Curve. Yeah, that one was not very good. This is simple. They call it a seesaw escape. I call it a teeter-totter. And then you can just come on down to the ground. By the way, are you seeing the extra sets that I had? Well, I'm going to open this one because this one has a big old crunch over here on the side. Let's open it up. I'm not keeping the box. It's too big. Besides, I have extras. You know they're not going to have the sets individually boxed inside. They got a bunch of parts. Let's go ahead and dump them out. There's a piece of cardboard attached. Maybe they wanted me to open it up from the top. I don't know. Here's your templates. You put these on the wall. You need to use like low adhesion painter's tape. And then you use this to hold it. I'll show you that in a moment. You'll tape these to the wall so that you know exactly where to put your brackets. And it does come with the command strips. On the box you can see they set it up two ways. This wall is just a flat wall. You can see the wall molding right there. It just goes straight across. Whereas this one, they set it up in a corner. You can see right there, it's in a corner, so it kind of bends around the corner. Well, I painted this little section of wall, and so right now, I won't be able to set up a corner setup. Maybe I can do it later on. I don't know if I'll do it in this video or another video, but this section of wall will give me over 4 foot wide. We'll see how wide I can make it. Plus, this wall is 8 foot tall, so I have quite a bit of room to change up my layout. I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up. Right here is Drift Rally Spinout. You see it's at the bottom right, so I'm going to go ahead and start at the bottom right, except I can't put this in the corner. I have to scoot it over because this actually hooks right. Which way does this hook? This one hooks up here, so I have to make sure I leave enough room over here. And so this will be somewhere about right there. Drift Rally Spinout is in place, and you can see how much room I have on the right. When you attach the command strips, notice that one side gets stuck to the wall and the other to the bracket. Press and hold for 30 seconds for good adhesion and wait for an hour before putting any parts on. You don't actually have to use the templates because there are gravity guide arrows. When you have the bracket at the proper angle, the arrow should be pointing directly to one of the points, and then you can freestyle your arrangement. Okay, let's see how it's coming along. Drift Rally Spinout is in place. Here's the starter set. You do want to be careful not to tear the template. The flippity flaps, one of my favorite pieces. Let's attach a U-turn on the far left and... not enough room. That means that I'm going to have to do something different. I will take this bracket off in a moment. Let's get the template off the wall. Make sure you are slow and steady. It's probably better to peel the tape off first instead of pulling the whole poster off of the wall, but I want to get it closer to the camera. I highly recommend that you remove the tape outward off of your template. If you were to pull it inward, it is very, very easy to tear your template. Slow and steady so that you can use it over and over again. If the paper tears, I just leave the tape on and fold it over the edge. Of course, you can use scissors and cut along the edge and leave the painter's tape attached. I don't need this bracket here anymore, so let me show you how to remove it. You see the arrows pointing downward on the tape or pull tabs? Yes, you must pull downward. Do not pull towards yourself. I like to press and hold the bracket so that I can hold it steady. Stretch this tab straight downward. If you don't, you can pull off paint and maybe even drywall and damage the wall. Check mine out, no problem. My plan is to shift this to the right because thankfully I have room. I can just move this tray and it would be okay for Drift Rally Spinout to extend past the wall. Well, I started putting it up. You can see that I already put some yellow brackets in. By the way, let me share what I like to do. I like to attach the command strips to the back of a few brackets first. It helps me minimize mistakes by doing it backwards. It's also easier to squeeze the command strips to the plastic bracket for 30 seconds in my hands. When you have to lean and press these against the wall for 30 seconds, that gets tiring. Well, you still have to do that, but at least the strips got an extra 30 seconds to be attached to the bracket, and that should stick very well. Another tip, do you see how the pull tab is angling outward? That one doesn't cause any problems when you remove the template. However, the ones where the pull tab is angled inward, that's the one you have to be careful with. If you don't, if you lift the template up, that pull tab can get caught and you might tear your template. Don't! I'm going to set it all up, and I'll see you right after this break. This was the design on the box. I'm not going to be able to do this part because my wall is too narrow. But let's go ahead and check it out. The bridge right there, you have the bridge going into, I think, downhill flip drop. Here you have the bridge and the downhill flip drop. Since I can't use this part right here, I took this part and I put it right there. So we're going to come down in, downhill flip drop. Here's the starter set. And you see the starter set, except they used the town. They used the little city right there. Well, I don't have room for the city because I think it's going to go way too far here, and that would bring it out. So I'll make a different setup showing that part. So we're going here, curving back into the starter, curving back, flippity flaps. So here you go, curving, starter, curving back into the flippity flaps. Here you have your dip, and there's your dip into drift rally spin out, into this bump and go, and they're gonna fall right there. And that's how I have it. Here you have the dip, drift rally spin out. Here's the bump and go, and they're gonna fall out here. Remember when I told you about the points on the brackets? See how the arrow is pointing to one of the points? That's how you know you have it at the angle you need. This one right here, heading to the right. Let's see. Oops, hit it a little too hard. Whoop. So if you don't use a template, just make sure to have the brackets at the proper angles. I was going to keep building up. I already started putting in some templates until I noticed on the box, there's only 2 right returns. See how this returns from the right? Here we have a return from the left, and there's one more down here that we did not use. This one right here. I think that's downhill flip drop. Yeah, the set only has 2 right returns. So I don't have anything to put in here from the set. I have a helper.
Hey guys, it's Jeremy.
He's going to help me put the cars up in the track because it's a little too far away from me. Let's go ahead and try a car. What car do you have, Jeremy?
We have Ultra Rage up first.
Here he comes. Ultra Rage. Uh-oh, what happened?
I think he flipped.
Yes, this part's tricky. We might see that happen again. Ultra Rage again. Uh-oh. Set, go. Oops, I forgot to set up the kicker loop anyways.
Ultra Rage.
Now this is why, this is what you want in the beginning. Actually, we can use it now. We could like load up all the cars, but let's go ahead and let Ultra Rage continue. Successful.
After 10 times.
Reset kicker loop.
Solar Reflex is up next.
Oops. Reset.
So close.
Oh, that's good enough.
Stockar. Or is it Stockar?
I don't know. Well, somebody forgot to reset the kicker loop.
Not me.
And my camera. I didn't catch him over there at Drift Rally Spinout. Let's do it again.
Octanium. Did he finish backwards? "24 hours. You made it.
Let's reset the kicker loop. Remember this? See how we tripped this to get the cars to go? Well, this time we're going to load this up with all 5 cars, and then we'll set one free. When the first one comes around, the car will hit this, and then that pops open. Bloop! Out comes another car. Let's go ahead and load it up. Jeremy's going to set the cars down one at a time. If one fails, we're just going to fix it and then put it in place. We don't have all day. How come you worked on the first try this time? Let's go ahead and fix this first. When the first car comes through, it will release the second car. First car gets a ride in the loop. Second car is just going to ride along the bottom. Wow, is that all 5?
It was.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woohoo! The reason why I like the starter set parts is because they're interchangeable. This one, you could put this here, put this there. I prefer to have that on top because then you can just start it and then I don't like it in the middle. You can do it how you want. That's why I really like the wall tracks. You can set it up how you want. This is only left to right. The flippity flaps, you can see it's left to right, and again, you can put it there if you want, left to right. But the flippity flaps actually, they don't have anything that sticks out like this, so you can actually take it. I'm pretty sure if you wanted to use it as a right to left, I'm pretty sure that you can flip it around and you can put it right there. Let's try it real quick. Even though the bridge was a right to left piece, we put it here, left to right. It looks like it'll work just fine, but to be honest, you could put it in backwards too. I seem to recall being able to do that because it doesn't have any parts that stick out and push against the wall. So even though this is in the way, you can put it this way. But I'm curious. We're going to go ahead and try it like this. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and take off this part. And let's put this one in place. We haven't got to see this one in action yet. Oh, I can't use this one because let's get a different one. Remember, this piece is backwards. This piece is backwards. Otherwise, this is new. We're trying this for the first time. This one you can't put backwards. It has to go this way because this side's heavier. If you put it backwards, this side still stays down. So let's go ahead.
Oh, we didn't push it in all the way. Haha. I almost said a bad word.
Hold on. Reset the kicker loop. Jeremy got a letter of warning. Here we go. Oh, it might not work. We might need more speed. He's going to give it a little push. See if that works. Here he goes. He's going to give it a little push. Successful. We didn't get a chance to put this part on. Let's go ahead and use this one. We tried to use this one. This one doesn't sit flat. For some reason, like the city in back is causing it to twist. Let me show you. See what I'm talking about? It doesn't sit flat. I don't know why. It keeps tweaking. So when the car is going to come down, they have a lip to hit right here. And look over on this side. See, it doesn't sit flat on that side either. I'm not going to reset the kicker. This way the cars get regular speed coming into that twisty downhill flip. What was the name? Oh yeah, that was the name. Daredevil curve. First, keep an eye on the lip. See if it interferes with the cars.
And we're going to try out Ultra Rage up first.
Well, it just didn't work out of the downhill flip drop. Let's go ahead and let it roll. Roll.
Solar Reflex is up.
See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not really a big fan of this part right here.
Will Obtainium be the first one to make it through?
Hey, you can't drive on the buildings. Can't drive on the road either. Who's next?
Up next is Stockar. He made it! Oh. Last up is 24 hours. So close.
Let's go ahead and get rid of that part. We're going to drop the bridge down to here. And since I showed you this nice part right here, let's go ahead and use it today. That came from Boardwalk Blast. It is not included with this set. This time we'll do it with the kicker loop and see how successful they will be coming through here. By the way, you can park cars here and here, and you can also park cars right there.
Solar Reflex. Or Reflex.
Yep, I caught it.
As soon as I said it, that doesn't sound right. Solar Reflex.
Oh yeah.
Stockar.
Ready? Go.
Oh.
Oh. You're just stubborn, aren't you? Goodbye.
Ultra Rage.
Yeah, see, I'm not a big fan of this part. Ow! Obtainium up next. Oh, kicker loop. Oh. He was having a good run too. Upside down. Push, help me. And here comes 24 hours. It's a very good track car. It has a problem sometimes over here though. Not this time. Thanks to Jeremy for helping out. If I do a track set review, it goes here on RaceGrooves. If I do a playset review, that might go over on RaceGrooves TV. If I use the parts for Track Time, I have the Track Time channel. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.